Hi, Yvette here. Today I'm going to show how I create a subdomain in Hostinger. So I'm sure, in case you don't know what I mean by subdomain, so the domain for Walmart is walmart.com. But if you go to their website, they may have something like store.walmart.com. That is a subdomain. Could be careers.walmart.com. Again, that is a subdomain. So you'll notice that the main domain is at the end, and this here is a separate folder. The reason you do this is it helps to keep things organized, separate from the larger site. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So I've signed into Hostinger, and I'm on the home page right now, which is going to list all my sites. So I click on websites. At this point, it lists all my websites. I click on dashboard because I'm going to create the subdomain on dailywellnesstea.com. So now I'm on that dashboard. I go over to the left, I click on domain. It immediately goes to subdomain. This is where we are now. See, subdomains. Create a subdomain. So I'm going to call this subdomain example. So the domain, the site, the URL is going to be example.dailywellnesstea.com. And I am going to create a custom folder because I really do want it to be separate from Daily Wellness Tea. So it has its own folder. I'm not, in my case, I'm not clicking this because I do want it to be separate. And then click on create. Okay, see at the bottom, oh, you may not see it actually, the subdomain was created successfully. And if you look down here, list of current subdomains, there you can see it right there. It's my subdomain. Okay, so that's step one. I'm going to go back to websites. Actually, hold on. Let me just go back home. It just makes more sense for me to do it this way. So I go back to home. I click on websites, and there's my example. See, this is what I just created. Right? Example.dailywellnesstea.com. I go over to the right of that URL. I click dashboard. I go over to the left, click on website. Okay, so it defaults to auto installer. See auto installer at the top. And I already have WordPress installed on Daily Wellness Tea, obviously, right? So we just continue. We're gonna, because I selected the subdomain at the front. So click on select. Seems to be quite slow. My site is example. I'm going to use administrative email there. Example as the administrator username. Obviously you would use a better name, but for this example, I'm going to use example, and the password is test123 and the @ symbol, because you need to have at least 8 characters and 1 symbol. So this guides you through. You've got green check marks. We are good to go. So click on advanced. So the installation path, where are we going to install this? We are installing it not on Daily Wellness Tea. We already have WordPress installed there, and potentially I could have a site installed there. So I need to click the drop-down menu to find the domain I want to install WordPress on in this case. And it's example.dailywellnesstea.com. I select that. It's saying update only to minor version. So this is going to update WordPress to the minor version here. and you have the option, you can always update to the latest version available, but I'll just leave it there. And when WordPress needs updating, I choose to update it. So we click on install. Okay, the given password has appeared in a data leak. Okay, so this is great. What this is showing is that Hostinger is basically helping protect our site, right? And I'm sure a lot of other people has probably used this in examples. So tell you what, I'm going to just do a lot of stuff here. Do that there, a number, and uppercase W. Okay, I'm going to save that because I'm going to obviously need that. Whatever you do, make sure you save all this information, right? Like you can have something, a document opened next to you so that you can save this information. Good. Let's hit next. And save information here again and install. Okay, so that's just taken a couple, well, it shouldn't take that long actually, but it is actually installing WordPress on example.dailywellnesstea.com. So we'll give it a second and then we will go take a look at it. It's going to look like any other WordPress install. And what I can do now is I can play around with that installation. If I'm curious how a theme looks, I could install it on that site, and maybe if I want to play around with different builders. I've used Elementor before, but I want to learn it a bit more, so I may use it on this as a way of just having fun. So it's like a playground, really, literally a testing ground. Okay, I may have to stop the video. I have no idea why this is taking so long. There you go. Okay. All right, so this is the website. If I click on that, it should open it up, and it does. So example dot, hold on, you can't see that. Let me bring this up. So here's the example.dailywellnesstea.com, and there's WordPress installed, just the general WordPress theme. Okay, so I hope this helped. And again, this is just for Hostinger, but you know, it's really hard to say what it would look like on other hosts, but it's the same general idea, right? You would find your domain and just look around in that area for subdomains, or check out their help file, obviously. But it is really simple to do. Just do remember to save your sign-in information. So what'll happen is all the notice that I've done this installation will be emailed to that administrator email that I had chosen previously during the setup. Actually, I just realized I should show you what Hostinger looks like now. So you have this here, but if I was to go over to home, there you see example. So .dailywellnesstea.com, it'll show the latest domain that I've worked on at the very top. So I have Daily Wellness Tea, and now I have that. Okay, and that's it. This is the dashboard for it. And that's it. Okay, bye.